Alright, YouTube. I'm doing this experiment mainly to try to duplicate an experiment I did earlier. Got kind of a strange result, so I'm gonna try it this way, and then hopefully maybe somebody can tell me what might be going on. Alright, so I prepared 2 graph oil pieces. I took this plastic little sheet and I taped it to the back of the graph oil. The electrical tape keeps the conductivity from in that little area there, so it makes it easy for me to make sure that they're not touching. And it allows me to take it apart and do other stuff with it if I need to. So, those 2 pieces, I already got the separator in there. This mix right here is sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, and choline chloride, and propylene glycol. I mixed it all together, stuck it in the microwave for a little bit, about 30 seconds, and it came out to this soupy kind of stuff. I was originally trying to do just sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide, but I'm impatient, so I liquefied it with and it's still not 100% liquefied, so I probably got too much in there. But that's okay, it still will work for my purpose of experimentation. So, we're going to pour a little on this. By the way, probably shouldn't be playing with this with your hands. And I kind of let it pour a little on, let it soak in, pour a little on, let it soak in, until it doesn't do that anymore. As you can see, it's soaking in rather nicely. Got plenty on it now. I shouldn't have to put any more on it. And I got a couple pieces of tape so I can tape this on there, and I don't have to worry about it moving or shifting or any of that fun stuff after I get it together here. There we go. So there should be no possible way for a short. They should be completely and utterly separated. Electrical tape keeping it from the edges from contacting, so I shouldn't have any problem with that. So let's check for voltage. Negative 11 milliamps. Yay! No voltage. Okay. So I'm going to charge it then. See where we're at after we charge it. If this reacts like I think it will, it'll charge up, but it'll discharge pretty fast. But then it does something strange. Alright, that ought to be enough. Now, I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me show you here. So it's dropping fairly fast. And what's interesting isn't the how fast it drops. It's what happens when it reaches 0. Is it this one? So we're in the positive side of the voltage right now. It's going to hit 0 here in a second, and it should flop, which I do not understand. I've never seen a capacitor to do that. And as you can see, it's no longer connected. So it's not even charging. It's just discharging. It hit 0. There it goes. Now it's going the other direction. Now I'm hoping somebody can explain why it's doing this, because that doesn't make any sense. In fact, I'll do another test here. I'll flip those positive and negative leads, charge it again, and it will do the exact same thing. So I don't know what's going on, but I know there's no short. To me, it kind of baffles me. I mean, it's very low voltage, but the idea that you can get a chemical to do that is kind of interesting. And I didn't even pop it on there for a full charge, just for, you know, the 10 seconds or whatever it was on. But watch this. We'll flip it around and we'll try it again. Alright, let's charge it. Oh, I don't understand why it does that. Probably not the most efficient way to charge one of these. That's what I got though. Eventually I'll get me a power supply and do it that way. That way I know exactly what it's doing. And see, and I don't understand why the voltage is dropping. It could be the fact that my batteries are going dead, but I'll show you the voltage on the batteries after this test here. Alright, that ought to be plenty, right? And I'll disconnect the other one just so we know that there's nothing tomfoolery going on. Let's drop it even faster than it was before. Look how fast that is falling. So the other way, I must need to leave it charged for a while in order for it to. And look at that, it's coming back up on the other side now. I have no idea what's going on there, none. And that's going back up faster than it was the first time I did this. Okay, now that you see that it's doing that, I'll show you the voltage that I'm actually pumping into it. $30 So there's more than enough juice to pump into that. I just don't understand why it's draining like it is. Anyways, I'm hoping that I can get some answers off of that. Thank you.